The 2026 World Cup is pulling tens of thousands of Canadian fans across the border to catch matches in the US and Mexico. You are likely budgeting down to the dollar for match tickets and a place to stay, but a silent drain on travel funds often goes unnoticed until the credit card statement arrives. It comes down to the foreign transaction fee. If you swipe a standard Canadian credit card in Seattle or Mexico City, your bank typically applies a 2.5% surcharge to every purchase. This 2.5% is a bank markup layered directly on top of the actual currency conversion rate. While a few extra cents on a coffee seems minor, these fees compound across 4 or 5 days of international travel into a significant financial penalty. Most fans search for one mythical travel card to handle every expense, but the most efficient strategy uses a specialized 2-card toolkit. Deploying this system before you leave ensures your travel budget goes toward the actual tournament experience rather than bank markups. To see the impact of these fees, consider a Canadian couple heading to Seattle for a 4-day group stage match. Between the flights, a 4-night hotel stay, and 2 match tickets, the baseline expenses sit around $3,500. On-the-ground costs like stadium dining, Ubers, and souvenirs add up quickly, and each of these transactions carries that same bank penalty. This ledger shows how costs translate. At a standard rate, $3,500 converts to roughly 4,795 Canadian, and the bank's 2.5% markup multiplies across every category. Using a standard card results in nearly 120 Canadian lost to pure transaction fees. $120 covers an official team scarf and a round of drinks at the stadium, money that is simply surrendered to the bank if you use the wrong card. Carrying a card that weighs this markup allows you to convert your money at the true network rate instead. Seeing the exact mathematical weight of the markup makes it clear that avoiding it is worth the minor effort of setting up the right financial tools. The first component of the strategy is the Booker. This is a premium card you use at home to secure large upfront reservations. The Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite is currently the top choice for Canadians in this role. It requires a credit check and carries a $150 annual fee, though promotions often waive that cost for the first year. Scotiabank removes the 2.5% markup entirely and provides 6 free airport lounge passes annually. This card is essential for booking because it includes comprehensive travel insurance, protecting high-cost flights and hotels against medical emergencies or trip interruptions. To get the most value from the $150 fee, you need to book enough insurable travel to realize a positive return on that investment. The Booker secures the high-cost logistics, but it is the wrong tool for something as small as a street taco. Once you arrive, the spending changes. In places like Mexico, you will need physical currency for local markets, tipping, and street vendors. This is where you use the Swiper, a card dedicated to daily purchases and ATM access. The EQ Bank Card and the Wealthsimple Cash MasterCard are the most effective tools for this. These are prepaid cards with no annual fees and no foreign exchange markups. Crucially, they do not charge fees for international ATM withdrawals, giving you local cash at the pure Visa or MasterCard rate. As prepaid products, they do not offer travel insurance or build your credit score, which is why they are used specifically for daily spending. There is also a stealth hybrid option for a specific group of travelers, the Rogers MasterCard. If you are a Rogers, Fido, or Shaw customer, this card technically charges the 2.5% fee, but pays 3% cash back on all US dollar purchases, resulting in a net gain of 0.5%. This benefit only applies to US dollars. If you use the Rogers card for Mexican pesos, you will pay the full 2.5% fee with no offset. The Booker handles trip security, while the Swiper manages the daily budget, allowing you to bypass the limitations of both. Your ideal wallet setup depends on your travel style and your total budget. For the premium optimizer, booking expensive flights and traveling with family, the Scotiabank and EQ Bank combination is the strongest choice. Use the Scotiabank card at home to ensure the trip, then carry the EQ Bank card abroad for cash and transit. If you are a budget traveler driving across the border and staying with friends, you can avoid annual fees entirely. Skip the premium cards, load your funds onto a free EQ or Wealthsimple card, and pull local cash as needed. Existing Rogers or Shaw customers can use the Rogers MasterCard in the US, but should still pack the EQ Bank card for any matches played in Mexico. Identifying your traveler profile simplifies the decision and ensures your strategy is mathematically sound. The goal of attending a global event like the World Cup is to experience these host cities without the friction of hidden financial leaks. Optimizing your cards at home protects your travel budget, ensuring those funds go toward the event rather than bank fees. Separating the act of booking the trip from the act of experiencing it on the ground maximizes your financial leverage. If you are looking to maximize your household spending limits, watch our guide on building two-player credit card portfolios.